The churches occupy a special place in the string of cultural pearls to be found in Ohrid. The first monuments of Slavonic ecclesiastical architecture and art in the Ohrid region are St. Naum's Monastery and St. Clement's Monastery, together with the Church of St. Panteleimon. Of particular importance are the Cathedral Church of St. Sophia and St. Clement's Church. No less interesting in their architecture, their interiors and their sites are the churches of St. John at Canio, St. Nicholas of the Hospitals, and the Holy Mother of God. At a distance of 29 kilometers from Ohrid, in a picturesque spot by the springs of the river Drim, are the buildings of the monastery of St. Naum. The largest and most important cultural and historical monument in Ohrid is the Cathedral Church of St. Sophia. Built on the foundations of an early Christian basilica, St. Sophia is notable for its precious mural paintings, its reliefs and its architecture, created from the 11th to the 14th centuries. Here are to be found the largest number of frescoes from the 11th century in European medieval art. Not far from it is St. Clement's Church. When it was built in 1295, it was called the Church of the Holy Mother of God, Perivleptus. But after the transfer of St. Clement of Ohrid's remains, it acquired its present name. Within the group of buildings surrounding this church is the Ohrid Icon Gallery, where 30 medieval icons are displayed. Here, too, is the Museum of Slavonic Literacy. In addition to the Icon Gallery and the Museum of Slavonic Literacy, the National Museum of Ohrid contains valuable exhibits from prehistoric times, from the antique period, and from the Middle Ages. It is situated in the Robiv and Urania family houses. These two houses, museums in themselves, are of particular importance since they're examples of typical Ohrid architecture. The nucleus of the old town, with architecture mainly from the 19th century, is closely linked with the Old Market and Commercial Quarter. Products originating from the craftsmen's workshops here were sold in Salonika, Constantinople, Vienna and Leipzig. The market and commercial quarter has, in the main, retained its characteristic appearance up to this very day. The custom, built up over decades of trading in this quarter, of seeing and being seen here, or simply of strolling through, still continues. Generations have passed and still pass by its great plane tree, a tree several centuries old. People come to Ohrid for a holiday, to see its cultural and artistic riches, and to attend some of the numerous musical and theatrical events here. The Ohrid Summer Festival, which was first held in the year 1961, occupies a place of importance in the calendar of the world's cultural events. Folklore Festival is also a traditional event, and each summer Slavic scholars from all over the world come to Ohrid, the site of the first Slavonic university. We continue our journey along the eastern section of the shore of Lake Ohrid. Here are the largest tourist complexes: Gorica, Sveti Stefan, Metropol, Deseret. A stay in one of these hotels of various categories, holiday homes or tourist camps, offers the tourist a rich variety of attractions. To Mount Galičica, which divides Lake Ohrid from Lake Prespa. To Studenčica, or Biljana Springs, or to the area round St. Naum's Monastery and the springs of